you're all well. Welcome back. If you are new around here, hello, it is lovely to meet you. And if you are returning, then thank you very fucking much for coming back. My name is Alana and I'm a 35-year-old lady who lives in Scotland and predominantly likes to speak about beauty, hair care, lifestyle, skincare, travel-y, bloggery bullshit with a liberal sprinkling of sarcasm and cynicism thrown in on top. Now, I do like a sweary word on this channel, and if you're not into that kind of thing, I completely understand. Please feel free to vacate. But if it does sound like it's your cup of tea and you're just into that kind of shit, then there's a subscription button in the corner. Give it a thumbs up, all that YouTuber shit. Anyway, this video is going to be a follow-up or prequel, can't remember, don't know what one will be coming first, to my unboxing of UOMA Beauty PR that they sent me. So this is the look I have created with the products that they sent me. It is a mixture of UOMA by SHARON, which is the more affordable drugstore brand option for UOMA Beauty, and original UOMA products. I didn't have enough to do a full face of one or the other, so we've got a bit of a mixture here to let you see. So if you want to see how I created this look and you want to see some of the products, then just keep on watching. I think I'm going to start off with eyes first. As I had said in my other video, I got sent the Black Magic palette in Royal Heritage, sorry. And I also got sent this, which is the Eye Service eyeshadow quad. And this quad is called Blazing. Now this is definitely very up my street. It's orange yellow, it's got a little bit of like a dirty rust penny colour here and a gold. I love it, I love it. I am going to use this today, and I know people will be like, oh great Alana, another fucking orangey eyeshadow or another kind of warm toned eyeshadow. But the thing is, I had also kind of mentioned this Royal Heritage palette is absolutely stunningly beautiful, but is not really a colour story that I would have reached for. It's that kind of warm pinky rosy tones that I don't really buy very often. So what I might do is play about with this a little bit on my own time and then come back and do another look with this palette too. I just feel like oranges and yellows and stuff, that's my safety net, so I'm gonna go with that one today. I also think it'll be interesting to see the quality of these, because obviously this is more of a drugstore brand in comparison to the original palettes. So I am wondering kind of what I'm gonna go for here. I do think that these little palettes, the ones that I've seen anyway, are quite odd colour stories, like they go together. But also I'm like, if I put the yellow one, does the copper penny colour go with the, like, I'm not entirely sure, and that's just me not being very fucking creative or a makeup artist, but I'm not entirely sure like how the colour story is going to work unless I just go for a basic obvious orange look. And I do want to change it up a little bit, I do. So let's do a kind of gradient eye today. So I'm going to start off with the yellow, and I think I'm going to pop that in here. Just a little bit. This isn't going to be a super duper like tutorial on how to do this eye. It's more just to get a feel for these products, and I'm only learning about these products myself at the moment, so I don't want to be doing that. It's more just like, let's see how these work. So what I will say is that the pigmentation of these is very, very good. I've not put down any primer on the lids or anything like that, because again, I want to see how the products work on their own, but the pigmentation of these wee shadows is very, very good. Alright, so that's me put the yellow kind of just in the slight inner corner, not like right in the inner corner, just like this first section of the eye. And then I'm going to take the same brush. I don't see, this is a LARAFAYE brush. If you're wondering about any of the brushes that I use, I usually list them down below, especially if I have any codes or anything like that for them for you to get a discount. But this is the LARAFAYE E25, and I did get sent this in PR. So I'm going to now go outer corner with the orange shade, and I should tell you the shade name, shouldn't I? So that yellow one is called Sassy, and the orange one is called Unbothered. So I'm going to go in with Unbothered now, and I'm just going to place this on the outer corner. Now they are very, very pigmented, and I'm using a big fluffy brush, which is maybe a bit of an error on my part, but I like to place colour and then blow it out on the eye. Pigmentation on that orange one is really, really beautiful, and the two kind of melded together here in the middle, that works really, really nice. And this is definitely more of a, like, I was looking at this thinking, oh, it's a very autumnal palette, but actually on my eyes this is very bright, a la kind of Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Like, you could make them into very autumn suitable looks, but actually this could be a really sunny look as well. It's not like a mustard yellow, it's a very bright yellow. And I've just taken the yellow and kind of merged that in the middle as well, just to make the transition and the blend a little smoother between the two colours. But Honestly, I could just leave this eyeshadow look here. Wait and I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see. There we go. I'm hoping you can see that. They are beautiful. Beautiful shadows. Very, very nice. I feel like this side is a little bit more muted than that side, so I'm just going to even that out a little bit. But they are very, very nice shadows. I could absolutely just leave this as a matte look and be on my way and happy with that. I'm just going to use my finger to pop some of the gold on. I'm just going to pop it right here in the side. Oh, that is so frosty. I'm going to do the same on this side. It is, it's like a sunset on the eye type thing. It's really, really bright in comparison to what I thought this was going to be. I thought it was going to be a really autumnal looking little palette, but actually it's a very, very bright palette. I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush and I'm going to go into that kind of coppery penny colour. Just going to add a little bit of that here. Now I know a lot of people don't really like putting shimmers like higher up, or they just use it for a pop. I don't give a fuck. I use a shimmer wherever the fuck I like. I feel like that with Charlotte Tilbury palettes as well, because they don't have loads of mattes in them. I think you can use shimmers in whatever way you want. Use any fucking makeup in any way you want, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to add some of that coppery. I feel like this will make it just that wee bit more autumnal look that I was going for. And there we go, that's that just on the outer corner there. I like a little shimmer in there. I think it adds a little dimension, what can I say? I'm going to take a tiny brush and just pop a little bit of the orange under here. But I'm just going to do like a wee hint of a kiss at the side here. I don't want it all the way under. I want to take the yellow, so the same brush, and put that right underneath. And there we go. I'm going to take the gold again on the same brush again and just add that in here in the inner corner. Now this gold is a very yellow gold. It's a very like warm, it's not a light one that you would normally think of putting in the inner corner, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I've got a shade. Wait, and I'll try this palette. Let me just see if there's a nice light gold in here. I'm going to go with this one here, which is called Oxum, and AXUM. I don't know if I've said that right. And pop that in. I feel it's a little bit more sparkly than the one that is in the kind of drugstore by SHARON range. So just going to put that in here. But it's a very yellow colour to have on the inner corner. I would have preferred there to be a slightly, not a lighter gold, because on the eye it's fucking gorgeous, but because it's only a 4-pan palette, I feel like if you had this one and they do one that's like in a neutral colour as well, I don't know if you can see that there, it's on their Instagram. Oh, my butter just went. Sorry, got put off there. Yeah, what I was trying to say was that I think because these are 4-pan palettes, and obviously this one at the front here is like a really nice neutral, the one at the back is gorgeous. It's like a khaki and a navy. Oh, that's so nice. That colour story is beautiful. The e.l.f. little 4-pan palettes, like you can use them by themselves, but if you had a couple of them, so if I had like the neutral one along with this one, then I would have more options for stuff that you're going to put on the inner corner. Now, you can put whatever colour you want on the inner corner. It doesn't need to be the gold one. I just feel like this gold is absolutely beautiful on the eye, but it wasn't really the gold I was looking for in here. But that's what happens when you've got quad palettes. Despite that, I think this eyeshadow look is beautiful, and I think that they went on gorgeous, and considering it's a drugstore brand, this is very, very nice quality eyeshadow. Now I'm going to move on to foundation. This is the Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I did kind of mention in the unboxing video that this stuff is actually really, really liquidy. And I think that's why it's quite good as a hydrating foundation. It's not going to be too drying. Sometimes I find if you've got a really thick and heavy one, it can feel cakey, but in other ways it can mean that it's a little bit more moisturising. So we will just see how this one goes. Now I am putting on the colour White Pearl in T2N. Now I felt like I tried two of the colours. One of them was Fair Lady and one of them was in the White Pearl, and I picked the neutral shade just because it seemed to work for my skin tone a little bit better, but I think this one matched me the best. So again, this is obviously a matte foundation. What have I become? But I think that given what it says on the bottle, it's supposed to be hydrating as well. We will see. What I will say in first impressions while I'm putting this on here is that it's seamless. It's totally seamless going on my skin. I'm looking in the camera and I'm feeling a little bit like, is this making me look a little bit pale? but I didn't get any darker shades. This was the darkest one they sent me. I'm pretty sure that White Pearl is darker than the Fair Lady one. I'm not sure. The colour systems on UOMA I find quite difficult to get to grips with. And I'm looking, thinking, is this making me a little bit too pale? But we can warm it up with some blush. But despite it maybe being a little bit pale, it's definitely too pale. Let's see, we'll see how it oxidizes. I'm looking a little vampire, unfortunately. Yeah, despite being a little pale, the finish of it is perfection. It's just a little too pale. I actually like it's still very sheeny on the skin as well, even though it's a matte one. It's just slightly took that shine off my skin, but it's still got glow coming through. Now I desperately need to put some blush on because I'm starting to look like Wednesday, except she wouldn't be having all this colour on her eyes, would she? I'm gonna take this one, which is Bougie AF. This is like the kind of corally shade that's got a bit of sheen and shimmer to it. I'm actually gonna swatch this because, oh my god, this is glorious. It's like a cream blusher. I can't even describe the texture. That's it there, so you can see it's really beautiful luminosity to it. And it's like a liquid, but then when I'm putting it on the skin, is it becoming a powder? This is such a funny texture. Right, do you know what? Now that I've seen that there, this might be a bit more, no, I'll put it on a wee bit, I'm gonna take a stippling brush because I'm not entirely sure what this texture is gonna play like on my face. And I'm going to apply it to the very high points because it's definitely luminous. Oh, this is beautiful. This blush is beautiful. I wish I had it in the summer because this is definitely a summer colour for me. I feel like this look is actually very summertime considering we're in December. I'm going to take this up, not like a bronzer, but I'm going to do a little blush draping with it because I do feel that foundation has wildly washed me out. This blusher! Such a beautiful, like, oh, little pop of colour, but at the same time, luminosity, peachiness. I'm going to take the other one as well, and this one is in Audacity. I'm going to touch this one and figure out if it's the same. Weird texture, I don't really know. And that is Audacity there. That's really pretty too. Oh my god. There isn't, this one doesn't have the sheen the way the other one does. Definitely isn't luminous. But I'm going to add a little bit of that on the apples because it is darker. But just to bring a little colour back to my face, like I was saying, I think it washed me out a little bit. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful colour this is as well. The luminous kind of corally one is perfection for the summer. But this one is just a beautiful neutral, but it's not pinky and it's like a mauvey brown or a pinky brown. It's not purpley. It's definitely warmer. That's just gorgeous, that blush. And look at the sheen. It leaves a sheen, but this one definitely has like a shimmer and a sparkle to it, whereas this one is just beautiful luminosity without any shimmer. I am going to take my brush that I put on the foundation with and just blend that slightly. But that, oh, that is lovely. And I really, really like the colour that's gave me back to my face because I did think for a second there, wow, that foundation has really washed me out. So I feel like you wouldn't necessarily need a highlight as well if you were using these blushes because they are perfection. They're really, really good, like a hybrid blush come highlighter. I'm gonna take some of the Woke concealer. And again, like it's a big kind of doe foot kind of situation, which I'm a little skeptical of sometimes. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand and apply it the normal way I would with my concealer brush. Just work it into your concealer brush first and then go where you maybe need it. I feel like because I'm so pale, I'm probably not going to need too much of this. And what I was saying in the video when I'd done the unboxing was this is a really interesting concealer because although it is more of a classic style concealer with a doe foot, I feel this felt quite hydrating when I was rubbing it into the skin. So I'm hoping it's not going to do that paper bag thing under my eyes too badly. Oh no, I think that is a really beautiful concealer. That's really nice. Again, like this isn't, can't say for definite, this is a little bit of a wear test situation. I'm going to just put a little bit here. I'm going to put a little bit around my lip, but that's because I had used one of the tints, and it's kind of stained my lip a little bit red, and I want that to come back to a little bit more neutral before I put a different colour on. So I'm going to put on the Drama Bomb mascara. I've spoken about this here before. I do really enjoy it. I think it's very, very nice. It's definitely more of a volumizing mascara. This is it here. It's beautiful. Than a lengthening one, I would say. But I quite like that high impact look. There's only a few mascaras, if you've watched my mascara video. I am a picky bitch when it comes to mascaras. But also, I don't really love a volumizing mascara. I feel like clumpy mascaras aren't for me. So if you are a volumizing mascara that I like, feel very, very privileged, because it's very few and far between. And there we go, I'm hoping you can see. It's just a really beautiful, fluffy, voluminous effect. It's not too clumpy. My lashes still feel really separated, but also they are just a little bit fatter. Oh great, look what I've just done. A little bit fatter and a little bit juicier. And there we go. So I have put on the mascara now. It's turned into a really like pretty look. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I just feel this is beautiful. Like, I'm feeling at the moment, I know this sounds a bit fucking full of myself, but I feel really pretty. I feel this is like a really pretty look. The lashes are like, whoa, big doe-eyed Bambi lashes. The colour on the cheek is just, oh, that little bit of something, but neutral, and then the sheen on the top. I am actually really enjoying this makeup. I'm gonna go on and put something on my lip, and I think that'll be me done. So I think what I'm gonna put on my lip to go with this look. Now, they did send me matte lipsticks, but they also sent me the Black Magic ones. I'm gonna try this one first. Where's the little lip liner that they sent me? They sent me one of their badass motherfucker lip liners, and they actually sent me two, but this one is in Angelou. And I thought this is a really good kind of neutral, so we're gonna pop that on. This is a real true nude lip liner. Is it a little cool toned? Maybe a smidge. But I think I'm gonna put on one of the Black Magic lipsticks. These are the Hypnotic Impact Metallic lipsticks. And as you can see on the outside, they are very, very sheeny and shimmery. This one is Feminist, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It's so sheeny, but also not sparkly. Just really beautiful and like healthy looking. You see what I mean? It's just that kind of, it is a nude, kind of your lips but better colour. And it's sheeny and it's shiny and it's beautiful as a lipstick. Very easy to apply. I feel like with this look, this is very nice because you've got a very bold look on the eye. But personally, I kind of want a little something darker on the lip, I think. So I'm going to take this, and this is the Floss Gloss in Edible, because I think this one is just a little bit darker, ever so slightly. I don't feel like this has got any scent or anything to it. I feel like the other ones, the tints, did they have a minty scent? Was it them or was it the lipsticks? Hold on. No, I think it was the lipsticks. So there's these lipsticks from this range, the UOMA by SHARON C, and this is the Lips Don't Lie lipsticks, and these are just like a balm in a bullet almost. They've definitely got a minty freshness to them, but they don't tingle on the lips or anything. And then there's the tints, which these are it's Complicated Lip Tint, Oil and Gloss. These are beautiful. These are so nice. Whereas this one, the Floss Gloss, is like more of a classic lip gloss, but again, I love it. I love it. It's like neutral, but just a little deeper. Just something, I need that little bit more colour on my lips, because I don't have the biggest lips in the world, but also when you're looking a little washed out, you can start to look a little ghostly. So there we go, that is the finished look. Do you see my little Christmas man behind? We're starting to get festive. We're putting up the tree this weekend, I'm excited. But that is the finished look. I think, from far away, this probably looks absolutely fine, because I am quite pale. It looks okay. Little bit shocking at first, because I was like, oh my god, I'm ghostly. But once you've added a little bit of blush, I could put on bronzer and stuff as well. It's absolutely fine. The finish of the foundation is beautiful. It's so nice. I will let you know about the wear probably in my monthly roundup or something like that. I will keep you in the know about the wear of that foundation, but I think it's beautiful and I don't feel cakey. It doesn't feel drying at all. It's absolutely gorgeous. The eyeshadows for a drugstore brand, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna say something right now, and you know that I love my Vive. I love it. I love my Vive Essentials palette, but I reckon the look I've just created with this, that could create the same with the Vive one. And this one is probably not as expensive and more readily available in Superdrug. So that is very interesting. Like, I could create this look with the Vive palette or this. Just see, just see. The blushes are very interesting. I am gonna go and see if there's more colors of this, because this is a texture like I've just never really experienced before. This color here, Audacity, I kind of wasn't that excited about it. I was very excited about this one. But in hindsight, now looking at it on my face, I'm like, this is beautiful. So, so nice. As I said about the glosses, the lip tints, amazing, very, very good. The lip gloss, it's a lip gloss. It depends if you're a big gloss girl. I'm not really a huge gloss person. I prefer a balm or like a bullet balm. That's just the way I am. But I do think this is very, very pretty. The mascara, beautiful, absolutely amazing. And actually very shocked that the concealer is also absolutely beautiful. So overall, I have to say, for all the things that I've tried, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. I think they're very, very nice. I am definitely going to go and check out some more of these eyeshadow quads from the UOMA by SHARON range. I am definitely going to go and check out some more of the blushes, because they are amazing. And actually, I wonder if they do. I didn't see any when I was in, when I went to have a look, because I did go in store to see them as well before I got sent to PR. Do they have mascaras and stuff like that in the UOMA by SHARON range? I will need to investigate that for you. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like the look, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye.